Hello everyone, I'm Shweta. Today we are learning problem solving technique, subject computer science, semester 1, session number 42. Topic text processing, pattern searching, text line length adjustment. In this session, we are learning about text processing, pattern searching in text, text line length adjustment. Let's begin with what is text processing. First, let's understand what is text. Text is nothing but a collection of characters or a string, or a word that can be treated as a text. Then, what is this text processing? Whatever the operations you are performing on a text can be considered as a text processing. So, mainly it involves analyzing and manipulating the text data, that is, the strings, as well as finding the specific sequence or a pattern within it. So, if you are doing any analysis or if you are doing any manipulation in the text is nothing but the strings, so that can be considered as a text processing. And if you are searching for a specific pattern or a sequence of letters, then we call it as a pattern searching. So let's begin with text processing. Text processing includes reading the text, analyzing the text, manipulating the text data. So here the main source is text, strings. So if the process of reading the data or the reading the text, analyzing the text and manipulating the text of data can be considered as a text processing. Text processing mainly focuses on manipulation and movement of characters or searching for the pattern or a word. So, processing concentrates on manipulation, doing changes to the text, something like find and replace. So, you're finding for a particular letter or a word and you're replacing it with a new word or a new letter. So, that can be treated as a manipulation. And the movement of characters. So, maybe you're moving a character to the next byte, or you're moving it to the previous one, or you're searching for a pattern or a word. So in your entire text you are searching for a particular word or a particular pattern of characters. So those things can be considered as text processing. The most important part of the text processing is search for the particular pattern within the text. So search operation, searching for the particular pattern or the particular characters within the text are the main operation of the text processing. ಸೊ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೇನ್ ನಮಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಬಂದು ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅವರ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಏನು ಆಪ್ರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅದು ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮೇ ಬಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ಫೈಲಿಂದ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ನ ರೀಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಮ್ಯಾನಿಪುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ, ಆ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟ್ರನ್ನ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಯು ಆರ್ ಸರ್ಚಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ characters A, B, C, or X, Y, Z. So searching for certain pattern can be considered as a text processing. Then let's come to what is pattern searching. So you have a text or you have a line of characters. Within that you want to search for a particular pattern. So then pattern of characters, that is called as a pattern searching. So the problem of finding occurrence of a pattern string within the another string or a body of the text, it is also known as string matching, string searching or text searching. Pattern searching is also called as string matching, okay, string searching and text searching. So for example, think that we have a document. In that document you have around 10 pages of text. Within that, if you want to find for a particular word, okay, for example, you want to search for the word Bangalore and you want to replace it as Bengaluru, then we have to do a pattern searching or a string searching or a text searching. So you have to search for the word called Bangalore, so that whenever you find a word Bangalore, now you can replace that word as a Bengaluru. So searching for the word called Bangalore in your entire text document are called as a pattern searching. Example, we have used a text editor like MS Word to find a word. To find a word, we don't scan the entire document, we use the find function to search for the text. So here they have taken the example of MS Word. In MS Word, if you want to search for a particular word, you will not do search operation from the line one, go on searching each and every line. No, we are not doing that. Instead, we will make use of the function called find function. Find option is available in the MS Word. We will make use of it and we will search for the particular word in your entire document, and later we will replace that word with whatever the word you want to replace. ಸೊ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಸರ್ಚಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ನ ನಮಗೆ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿರತ್ತೆ, ಹುಡುಕೋಕ್ಕಿರತ್ತೆ. ಹುಡುಕ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಡಿಂದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ತನಕ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಇಫ್ ದ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯೂಜ್. ಸೊ ಆಗೇನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ನಾವು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ನ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾನಿಪುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, MS Word ಅಂತ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, MS Wordಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಡನ್ನು ಹುಡುಕಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಲೈನ್ ಒನ್ನಿಂದ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಫೈಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ವರ್ಡ್ ಬೇಕೋ ಆ ವರ್ಡ್ನ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಡುಕ್ತೀರಾ. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ವರ್ಡ್ನ ಹುಡುಕೋದಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, that process is called as a pattern searching. So what you are doing, you are searching for your needed pattern or a new needed word in your entire document. So that is called as pattern searching. Then we have one more option called text line length adjustment. So this is very important, because whenever you are preparing any document or a e-content or any like a website content, so you have to make sure that the entire text is arranged in a right way, so that it makes readable easy and it looks good for the user. So in order to do such things, then we need to do a text line length adjustment. So text line length adjustment refers to the process of modifying the length of the line of the block of the text to ensure uniformity, improve readability, or fit a specific format. So what we will do here is we will adjust the length of the line, text line. Okay, think that in the first line it should contain in think that you have a paragraph of text and you want to place that paragraph in a uniform way, so that each and every line contains only 30 characters. So if your paragraph is very huge, then what you have to do is you have to make sure that first line contains only 30 characters and the second line contains 30 characters, so on. So each and every line should contain only 30 characters. So what you are doing, you are arranging your text to the length of the line, text line. For example, aligning text in a document, fitting lines within the width limit, or preparing data for printing or display. And you are very much familiar with the print options. So whenever you are doing print, so the document which is visible on the monitor and the print document what you will take print out on the paper, many a times it differs. So what you have to do, you have to adjust your document in a such a way that when you take print out, all the words are aligned properly in the line, text line. ಸೊ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟನ್ನ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಗ್ರಾಫ್ನ ನೀವು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಡಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ರೀಡಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಥವಾ ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟಿಗೆ ಫಿಟ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದೊಂದು ಲೈನ್, ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅದನ್ನು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಸಿಲಿ ರೀಡಬಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಧ ವರ್ಡ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ, ಅರ್ಧ ವರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ, ಈ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಅದು ರೀಡಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಎಂಡ್ ಯೂಸರ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಒಂದು ನೀಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಂಥ ರೀಸನಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. Importance of line length adjustment, that is, it improves the readability, very important, and presentation of the text. First thing is it makes the user to read the content in a very efficient way, so readability will be improved. Second one is presentation of the text. The text will be presented to the end user in a very attractive way, or very it looks so elegant if you are maintaining the text length. Essential in document formatting, terminal output, and e-content design. So this kind of text line length adjustment is very much required whenever you are doing a document formatting, or whenever you are taking a terminal output like a printout, or e-content design, whenever you are making e-content design. Or in such things, the text line length adjustment will be needed. So, what is the basic consideration for this? First, you have to read the text or a paragraph. So, the very basic thing in order to do a text line adjustment, first you have to read the text. Then, text should be displayed in such a way that text should not cross more than the width limit. For example, 40 characters. So, if you fix each line of the paragraph should contain 40 characters, so you have to place your text in such a way that it contains the 40 characters in each line. Text in each line may contain less or equal to the line of the width, that is the 40 characters. It may contain less or it may contain the maximum characters like 40 characters in this example, but it should not exceed more than 40. Any single word should not span two lines. This is very important. For example, you have a word called Bangalore. So, Bangalore should come in a single line. So, it should not happen like BAN is displayed in one line. Rest of the characters of Bengaluru are displayed in second line. So, this should not happen. For example, the word programming should be displayed in one line. If it does not fit in that line, then we should print it in next line. So you have to make sure that the programming word is printed in a single line. If it is not possible to print it in a single line, then you have to make sure that the entire programming word is shifted to the next line. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಫಸ್ಟು ಪ್ಯಾರಾಗ್ರಾಫ್ನ ಅಥವಾ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ನ ರೀಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ರೀಡ್ ಮಾಡಾದಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ನ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಗ್ರಾಫ್ನ ಈಚ್ ಲೈನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಅದರದ್ದು ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಮೇ ಬಿ 30 ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ 40 ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ಅಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಡು ಎರಡು ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದೇ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ವರ್ಡ್ನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಧ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಧ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. So for this is an algorithm for text line length adjustment. First you have to take the input. What is the input? That is text, whatever the paragraph or a text, a string of words separated by space. So what is the maximum width? You have to fix the maximum width for the line, that is the maximum allowed characters per the line. So what output you will get? You will get the lines of the text adjusted to fit within the maximum width wrapped with the word boundaries. So you will get a text or a line of text with the maximum width less or equal to the maximum width. ಸೊ ಈ ಅಲ್ಗಾರಿದಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ನ ತೊಗೊಳ್ತೀರಾ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರತಿ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ವಿಡ್ತನ್ನ ತೊಗೊಳ್ತೀರಾ. ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ವಿಡ್ತಷ್ಟು ಅಥವಾ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಚ್ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So what are the steps to be followed in order to perform text line length adjustment? First, initialize an empty string line to build the current line. Then split the input into the list of words. So what you have to do, first you have to initialize an empty string, okay, for the current line. Then split the input text into the list of words. For each word, if adding the word to the current line keeps its length less than or equal to maximum width, then append. Otherwise, you have to print the current line, start a new line with the current word. After the loop, print the last line. So what you have to do, first you have to initialize the first line, and after initializing the first line, you have to make sure that you will split the input text in different lines. So for each line, you have to make sure that the length of the string is less than or equal to the maximum width of the line. For example, if your line maximum width is 40 characters, then length of the string should be less than or equal to 40 characters. Then you can append. Otherwise, you have to print the present line and remaining text needs to be moved to the next new line. After the loop, so this will be continued until you place all your text in a line with the maximum width. After doing that, at last we have to print the last line. So here is an example. See, we have a text called text line length adjustment is important for readability and formatting. This is your input text. So input text is text line length adjustment is important for readability and formatting. And the maximum width of the line is 30. These two are inputs. ಒಂದು ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಆ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ 30 ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದು ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ we have characters from starting from 1 to 2. So we have the maximum characters 30, because so here the maximum width is 30, so we are starting from 1, we are having the maximum length of 30. So in first line we will place the letters like text line length adjustment. Okay, text line length adjustment is important, so we have to use the word is important also. But see that if we insert that one, it will cross the maximum width of 30 characters. So what they have done is, the is important for the readability is moved to the line 2. See here we have line 1 with 30 characters. In that line 1 we placed a text line length adjustment. Okay, after that the remaining is moved to the line 2, that is important for readability. We move to the second line. Then and formatting, so we are not able to place it in the line 2 as it exceeds the maximum length, so we are placing it in line 3 and formatting. So entire text is placed to the maximum length of the line. So each line can contain maximum of 30 characters. So entire text we try to place it in line 1 up till 30 characters. Later we have to move the remaining content to line 2, line 3 and line 4, etc. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, 1 to 30 ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಫಸ್ಟು 1 to 30 ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ 30ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರೋ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ನ ನಾವು ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದನ್ನು ಲೈನ್ 2ಗೆ ತೊಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಲೈನ್ 2 ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಲೈನ್ 3ಗೆ ತೊಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. So what points you should remember? So text processing and pattern searching in the C involves analyzing and manipulating the text data, as well as finding specific sequence within it. So what you will do, text processing means you will analyze and manipulate the text, and finding the particular characters or a specific sequence of characters are called as a pattern searching. So the problems of finding occurrence of a pattern searching within another string or a body of the text, it is also known as a string matching, string searching and text searching. So pattern searching is also called as strings matching, string searching and text searching. Text line length adjustment means text line length adjustment refers to the process of modifying the length of the line in a block of text to ensure the uniformity, improve the readability and fit in a specific format. So in this session we learned about text processing, pattern searching and text line adjustment. Thank you.